Hello, good evening, legends. This is your host, Khalil, the host of the Khalil That Sports World, coming to you live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. That is today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you guys about the Money in the Bank results from last night. I'll tell you who won. I will talk to you guys about the fact that Tony Ferguson suffered an orbital bone fracture after losing to Justin Gaethje for a UFC interim title. That is, and the fact that there could be a new challenger for Justin Gaethje. By the way, big one. Tell you about that. The NBA and NBPA, that is, they send a 60-way window to terminate the CBA until September due to the coronavirus issue. So that's all I'm going to have for today. And the Filipino prospect by the name of Kai Sotto, first international prospect going to the G League. So, and all the other news I'm going to get into, that's all I'm going to have for today. So I'm going to get to it right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start things off with just the fact that the Money in the Bank results from last night, by the way. Tell you about it. So you got Jeff Hardy defeating Cesaro. You had the New Day retain the Smackdown Tag Team Titles. Bobby Lashley defeats Archer. Now, the original match was supposed to be R-Truth versus MVP. So instead, Lashley takes out R-Truth. Surprised everyone else, for sure. I will say that for sure. So Lashley took out R-Truth. Bayley retains the SmackDown Women's title. Braun Strowman retains the Universal title. Drew McIntyre retains the WWE title. Asuka wins the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. Gets title opportunity for choosing. Otis wins his first Money in the Bank briefcase. He definitely gets title opportunity of his choosing. And I got to tell you right now, Otis participating in the Money in the Bank contract and winning at the same time. Oh, my goodness. I mean, you saw Baron Corbin and AJ Styles climb the ladder, that is. The briefcase dropped, and it fell to Otis' hand. So Otis, he's the Money in the Bank winner. So really, Mandy Rose, Otis is in a good mood. Blue collar salad. Otis is blue collar son. Mandy Rose, she's in a good mood right now. Otis can cash in for a title opportunity of his choosing. And this is big. This is the best thing that's ever happened to him. I think that, obviously, Otis is going to have a big push in WWE, for sure. Singles competition. He's been Dolph Ziggler twice. I got to say, Otis win his first Money in the Bank contract and cashing in anytime, any day, anywhere, anytime, any place he wants. I got to say, this changes his career. He can cash in on the Universal title against Braun Strowman. He can cash on the WWE champ against Drew McIntyre. So you got to give it credit's due. I mean, Otis, he's the first. This is his first Money in the Bank contract that he's won. Cash in anytime he wants. And one day he's gonna seize the opportunity. So I wonder if things gonna turn out SmackDown Live this Friday. So Otis wins his first Money in the Bank contract, and that's amazing. He didn't climb the ladder. He broke the ladder. He broke his steps by the ladder. But Otis wins his first Money in the Bank briefcase. He's blue collar solid. That changes everything. So he can cash in on the whoever. Universal Champ Braun Strowman, or cash in on Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. Big news, by the way. Also, tonight, Becky Lynch, she's going to wait, and she has a huge announcement that she's going to make tonight on Monday Night Raw. She will be faced now. She's supposed to face off against the winner of the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. That happens to be Asuka. Becky Lynch got her revenge against Asuka, and Becky Lynch retained her Raw Women's title. Now, Becky Lynch is the longest reigning Raw Women's champ. So what does she have in store for tonight against Asuka? So are they going to face each other once again at Backlash? Is Asuka cashing her contract at Backlash next pay-per-view? So it will be interesting to see how things are going to turn out tonight on Monday Night Raw and on Friday Night SmackDown. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the outcome is going to be. I'm looking forward to seeing Otis, Otis, whether he wins his first WWE title, Otis on the other side, he's gonna have a tough time because he's gonna have a tall task ahead of him. Because Otis, he has to cash in that briefcase on anybody, but he has to seize his opportunity. I mean, if Otis walks out the new, whether Universal Champ or the new WWE Champ, that's the best. I mean, this will be his first title he's ever had. I mean, Tucker and Otis, they won shots of the Smackdown Tag Team Titles, but Otis said he can cash in any day, anytime, anywhere, any place he wants, whoever he wants. So Otis, big decision he has to make. So I'm looking forward to what Otis' decision is going to be. So, and Asuka's as well. That will be interesting right there. I will say that for sure. So both decisions they get to make. So Asuka can make her decision by tonight on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, and Otis can make a decision on SmackDown as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this all really turns out. It'll be real interesting to see. It will be real interesting, though. So I'm looking forward to that. That's all the Money in the Bank results I got for today, ladies and gentlemen, for that. And other news I want to address, by the way, after losing his UFC interim title, that lightweight title to Justin Gaethje, Tony Ferguson had an orbital bone fracture, that is, and he's going to have surgery. Don't know a specific date, by the way. So it will be interesting. It will be really interesting to see how this all turns out. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing his comeback. He's gonna have Dexter Cooper or Munster Cooper. That's what he's gonna have. And also, I'll say he called out Justin Gaethje. And Justin Gaethje wins his first. He's the new UFC interim lightweight champ, by the way. Conor McGregor called out Justin Gaethje. And that's the name right there. I can tell you this. Conor McGregor, last time he took out Cowboy Cerrone. So since Conor McGregor can't go anywhere, does Conor McGregor want in on Justin Gaethje, that is, for the UFC interim title? Now, who does Justin Gaethje have in store? Is it going to be against Khabib, or is it going to be against Conor McGregor? Now, he's the UFC interim lightweight champ, by the way. I will tell you that. The new UFC interim lightweight champ. Just Gaethje told Tony Ferguson, being an a-hole won't get you anywhere. So, gotta say, Justin Gaethje, he's got guts. Conor McGregor is a big star. I mean, but I gotta tell you, he's gonna change it all. Push a button. So that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be the biggest news yet. I will say that for sure. So Conor McGregor, he wants to destroy Justin Gaethje. If the match does happen in UFC 250, well, don't say I told you so. Because I already did. Because basically, if it happens, look forward to it. So that'll be good right there. And others I do want to address, by the way, the NBA and the NBA Players Association, they extended a 60-day window to terminate the CBA until September due to the coronavirus. And that's very unclear when the NBA is going to be started coming back due to the coronavirus probe. So it will be interesting, how things are going to turn out. So it's obvious to me. So it's obvious that it may be starting in the fall, I guess, or later in the summer. So you never know what the outcome's going to be. So that changes things. I can tell you that. But, obviously, a lot of people are looking forward to it for the NBA season to come back, though. But the NBA, I can tell you this, the NBA can resume without fans in attendance. So it's very unclear when the NBA is going to come back. It may happen later in September, so that pretty much going to wait. I'll tell you that right now. So the NBA and NBA player, they can send their 6-day window, terminate the CBA. till September due to the coronavirus probe. So supposed to be never coming back. I can tell you that. So I know people aren't thrilled about that, but it's gonna hurt them a lot. I can tell you that. So it's not gonna look good there. Another news I want to address, by the way, that Filipino phenom Kai Sotto, he's the first international prospect to sign with the G League. Best news yet, that by the way. So congrats to him on that. And I also want to say happy birthday. And also, the MLB, they voted on the new CBA, the new CBA that is, and the return to play games may resume till early July. This is a big proposal that is I want to address, by the way. So the return to play scenario aims to have baseball back in home stadiums as early July, by the way. Now tomorrow is going to set the stage for both parties are going to expect to be contentious negotiation. The MLB is going to benefit from long term from being first American teams were to resume despite the coronavirus issue. So there are some however, some sort of vital points in the proposal. Now, it says here there's expansion of playoff teams from 10 to 14, 82-game season. Home stadiums and areas can have local and state government approval. So-called spring training 2.0 begins in June with the season set for early July. So that will be next month, by the way. Using home stadiums will be next month, by the way. I'm sorry. So-called spring training 2.0 begins next month, that is. Universal designated hitter. Now, geographical schedules, teams play only division opponents and interleague opponents in a similar area. AL, Central, and NL. 30-man roster with a taxi squad that with an upward of 50 players available. So this can be those right there. I mean, this is pretty much a big news. So it's very unclear. They may baseball could be played in early July without fans, by the way. That's what I'm saying right here. So obviously, the playoff expansion flood before the coronavirus probably even hit, though. It would increase the revenues to shrivels in other certain areas. The teams estimate that upward of 40% of revenue comes from ticket sales and other gate-related income. So, season gets started early 4th of July. Games around the country in home stadiums. So they would have to limit the travel that is by bus to nearby cities. They wouldn't have any games. Spring training would not include any games. They get ready for the season at home stadiums. 50 players available will be a mixture of major leaguers and top minor league players. Minor league season in dire jeopardy. So basically, the MLB, they decided to approve of their return to play scenario games, and the season can be coming back by early July. So that right there, it's a bit of a mystery. That's going to be in question, and if by doing so, if the coronavirus dissolves next month, that is once they find a cure and a vaccine, everything. But they may have to be tested. But I think the players may have to be tested before playing games, as long as they don't have the coronavirus. That is, if they test negative, they're cleared. They can play. If they test positive, they're sidelined. And that's all there is to it just for that part. So they may require testing for sure in that to make sure they don't have the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, bro, which has gotten out of control for weeks. I can tell you that. And that's something I want to address. I want to get into, by the way, the fact that actually first I want to say happy birthday to Robert Rui's birthday is today, by the way. Wish him a birthday, by the way. So your birthday wishes, shout outs to him, by the way. Please do so. And be sure you send your birthday wishes and shout outs to him, by the way, in the comment section down below. Please do so. And others I want to address to, by the way, that Dr. Anthony Fauci told NBC Sports about the NFL as it comes to to spread, just as long as the NFL likely to spread the virus. Testing, that is, will represent the with response to the virus, that is in the fall. Now, the NFL probably won't start until September 6th when the Chiefs taking the Texans. That is, and the infection will likely be spread though. So basically, that the Fauci here simply says though, sweat that is sort of gets in there and it spreads to others. That's how it could pretty much spread. So basically, before the games, they would have to be tested. Now, if a player tests positive with the coronavirus, they would be sidelined. If a player tests negative, they'd be playing for sure. So they say, I think Dr. Fauci said that the NFL could come back September 6th. But, I think it's safe to say that when the coronavirus dissolves, that is, if necessary, by next month, hopefully next month, everyone, should be safe. I mean, if NFL even comes back and they even fit a bunch of fans but this isolate themselves, by the way, which they must. But the thing is, there may not be a lot of fans out there. There might be, 7, 8, 10, 20. Well, you can't, thing is you can't have any gatherings anywhere. You can't go to any empty games. The NFL might be playing games in empty stadiums. That's what they might do. UFC did so this past week. NFL might do the same. So, and people meant to pretty much watch games from home. Dr. Fauci says that the only time that sports can resume or can come back is if fans are banned or from not paying tickets to go to stadiums or go on flights, and then next thing you know it, go into the stadium, that is, and get front row seats. No, that could work though, but no, they can't. They'd have to, watch games from home. That's what they would do. So you would not see fans out there. I'm sorry, guys, but I know it's disappointing to a lot of fans out there, to all the viewers and to all the subscribers out there, but this is pretty much required. So say what you want, but obviously the CDC pretty much recommends it. And, it changes a lot. So basically, I think the NFL may not be coming back till, early September. That's September 6th, by the way. So the NFL season might be coming back in September. And obviously, fans are, seem a bit infuriated, by the way, but it's just something that they're just going to live with. I'm sorry, people. Sorry, fans. So that's how it has to be. Then that's how it has to be. Fans and players would have to be tested. So if any fan tests positive for the coronavirus, they wouldn't be going to the games. If a fan tests negative and they don't have it, they're good. If a player has coronavirus, they got to be sidelined or get sent home or just, that's what they got to do, or they'd be sidelined. If they test negative, they would just play anyway. I know fans want to have the feel good moments. And yes, I know fans are all about, playoffs. I know they're all about football and all the other sports. I know they want it back, but they want it back. Yeah, I know it's a big deal. I know they want it back, but Dr. Fauci himself says that the NFL could likely, however, if it resumes, that's how the virus spreads. That still gets sneak right on in if fans are there, which they cannot, which they cannot. So it's a low blow to NFL fans out there and to all the sports fans and sports lovers and all the viewers out there. So that's how it's got to be. So if NFL's going to play with no fans, sorry, people. Watch it from home. That's all you just have to do. Watch it from home instead. So that's all you got to do for now. So that's how it's going to be if necessary. I can tell you that. So that right there changes everything. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it there for the Clothing About Sports War. And please be sure to subscribe to the Clothing About Sports War YouTube channel and Facebook page by any means necessary. Be sure to send me your comments, tweet your thoughts on your Money in the Bank results. What do you think of Otis winning his first Money in the Bank contract, Money in the Bank briefcase? Who do you think is going to cash it in on? Let me know if you think that Otis is going to walk out with his first WWE title. Let me know in the comment section. I'll address the response to that. Who do you think Asuka is going to be getting? Is it going to be Becky Lynch or is it going to be Bayley? Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts and comments are. I will definitely address the response to that, by the way. And that's all there is to it. What do you think of Braun Strowman retains WWE title? Is Universal title against Bray Wyatt, by the way? Drew McIntyre retains his WWE title. Who do you think he wants? Let me know about that in the comment section. I'll address the response to that. And what do you think of UFC 249? Let me know in the comment section. I'll address the response to that. What do you think of the NBPA that is extending the 6-day window to terminate the CBA till September due to the coronavirus, bro? Let me know about in the comment section. I'll address the response to that for sure, everybody. So that is pretty much all I have to say right there on that. So changed a lot, by the way. I will say that, but pretty much, everything just changes. Everything changes. And what do you think of Conor McGregor? You think that let me know if you think that Conor McGregor wants Justin Gaethje for the UFC interim lightweight title. Let me know about in the comment section. I'll address a response to that for sure, everybody, on that. So that is all there is. So you gotta know, and everything pretty much changes with that instant. So that is all there is on that. And you're not gonna basically you're not gonna believe this. So Street Profits and Viking Raiders, they were arguing who's the best. So they did a trash talk and B-ball. Scripted bit, hilarious, by the way. Profits and Raiders, Street Profits and the Raiders, they have a bit of Viking Raiders. They have a good rivalry. They took it in basketball. Raiders are better at axe tossing, feet seating, boat rowing, combat, car wheels, and people tossing. Montez Ford and Angel Dawkins look like the Harlem Globetrotters with the way they were clowning Eric and Ivar. Taking some really good shots. So you think that Montez Ford and Angel Dawkins are going to ever make it to – do you think they ever going to make it to next year's Celebrity All-Star game? Let me know about that. I will definitely address the sponsor for sure. So let me know about that. I mean, they are Raw Tag Team Champs, by the way. And why didn't you think that the Street House should have defended the Raw Tag Team titles last night at Money in the Bank? So that is pretty much all you got to know for sure on that, and change everything. I will say that. Now, also, I want to address this, by the way. Now, WWE and King of Fighters All-Star, they're doing a little collaboration, a crossover. So this is a little video you'll see. Now, the whole thing is going to come out this Thursday. You saw Becky Lynch, Kofi Kingston, Undertaker. You'll see John Cena, Seth Rollins, and The Rock. Real surprising to me, I will say that. So you gotta love it. You gotta love it, by the way. So it changed everything. I will say that. So that's all you gotta know. I buy more breaking news, turn times live updates, around my students, and a whole lot more that include sports, all things sports related, everything you need to know, some live updates. So like I said, everybody. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good evening. Please stay safe. Bye-bye.